Welcome, everyone. Grab a seat and get ready because today's explainer is a full-on masterclass. We are going to bridge a gap that has fascinated thinkers for literally over a century. I'm talking about the exact intersection where hard quantum physics meets spiritual metaphysics. We're taking a structured, lecture-style approach today to understand exactly how our reality is constructed and, more importantly, how we can actively shape it. So you might want to take some mental notes here because we are diving deep into the absolute mechanics of creation itself. Here is our syllabus for today's masterclass. We'll kick things off with Module 1, Energy, Frequency, and Vibration. Then we'll move to 2, the evolution from 3D to 5D. 3, Vortex Mathematics and 369. 4, the 369 Manifestation Technique. And finally, 5, How to Live in 5D Consciousness.
All right, let's jump right into Module 1, Energy, Frequency, and Vibration.
Okay, before we can even talk about changing our reality, we have to establish the foundational law of how reality is actually built. Consider this core thesis statement by the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla. And listen, he wasn't speaking metaphorically here. I want you to momentarily reconsider the illusion of the solid mechanical world around you. You know that solid desk you might be sitting at? Well, every object, every sound, and actually even every thought is fundamentally not solid matter at all. It's energy moving at different rates. Tesla believed that unseen forces shape the entire universe, which is a concept that aligns perfectly with the ancient Vedic teachings he studied. It's honestly amazing how perfectly modern science maps onto ancient philosophy here. It's like a giant puzzle coming together. Energy directly connects to Einstein's mass energy equivalence, proving it as the literal source of all creation. Frequency? That ties into quantum states and our very own brainwaves acting as information carriers. And vibration is totally validated by modern string theory, which suggests that at the root of everything are these tiny vibrating strings, giving matter its function. It basically proves that what ancient Eastern philosophy called prana or akasha is exactly what modern physicists are studying today. No way, right? Moving right along to Module 2, the evolution from 3D to 5D. So if the universe is just vibrating energy, then our human consciousness must also operate on and ascend through these energetic frequencies. Think about the stark contrast in how we can experience the exact same world. 3D consciousness is our dense survival mode. It's the physical plane where we feel linear time, separation, duality, and let's be honest, often fear. It's a state of constant competition. On the other hand, 5D consciousness is an expanded, unified perspective. Now, it's not a physical place you travel to, so you can't just buy a ticket there. It's an energetic plane of existence within you. In 5D, time and space integrate, and you operate from unconditional love, unity, and a deep, non-judgmental presence. So you might be wondering, how do you know if your energy system is actually reorganizing into this higher frequency? Well, the sources point to some very real-world symptoms. You might experience greater inner clarity, where your life's purpose just feels completely aligned. You develop a deep sense of unity, kind of dissolving that old feeling of separation from others. You might also find yourself easily detaching from old habits or relationships that just no longer resonate. Your perception of time shifts, schedules feel way less rigid, and the present moment gains this incredible depth. Ultimately, you simply become way more sensitive to the energetic vibrations of the people and places around you. Okay, let's get into the math. Module 3, Vortex Mathematics and 369. Now we're going to dive into the specific mathematical framework that Nikola Tesla used to decode these universal dimensions. To understand Tesla's absolute obsession, we must define vortex mathematics. In this system, numbers are not just tools for counting your groceries. Not at all. They are sacred symbols and actual frequencies. Numbers 1 through 8 represent the physical dimension. The material world we just described as 3D. But the number 9 is a whole different ballgame. It represents the spiritual or energetic dimension that actually governs and controls the physical one. Let's look closely at these sequences. If you keep doubling numbers, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, which reduces to 7, 32, which reduces to 5, you get a repeating loop, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. This sequence perfectly represents the repeating, never-ending loops of physical matter. But notice what numbers are completely missing from that physical loop. Yep, 3, 6, and 9. Tesla saw these three numbers as high-frequency vectors. They exist outside the physical pattern, acting as the spiritual keys that balance and shape the entire physical world. And sitting at the very top of this hierarchy, the real VIP, is the number 9. In this framework, 9 is the ultimate symbol of spiritual completion, the singularity and universal source consciousness.
Just think about it for a second. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 3 times 3 is 9. In digital roots, any multiple of 9 always reduces back to 9. It is the inescapable, unchanging frequency of absolute completion.
Now for the practical homework. Module 4, the 369 Manifestation Technique. Let's translate all this complex dimensional theory and mathematics into a practical, actionable daily habit. This right here is the syllabus of the 369 daily routine. It's essentially a structured journaling technique. In the morning, you write your specific desire 3 times to plant the seed and initiate creation. In the afternoon, you write it 6 times to nurture its growth and reinforce stability in the physical realm. Finally, right before bed, you write it 9 times to seal the manifestation into your most receptive state, your subconscious. And get this, mathematically, 3 plus 6 plus 9 equals 18, which reduces perfectly to that ultimate number of completion we just talked about, 9. Now, you might be wondering, is this just some metaphysical magic trick? Absolutely not. It is deeply rooted in human biology. Why does this actually work? Neuroplasticity. By writing your desire 18 times a day for a minimum of 21 days, though 33 to 45 days is highly recommended, you are literally wiring brand new neural pathways in your brain. You are programming your reticular activating system, or RAS, which acts as a bouncer or filter for your reality, training it to spot opportunities that align with your goal. You are bridging pure spiritual intention with hard subconscious repetition.
But as with any good lecture, I have to warn you about the common pitfalls. Ineffective practice looks like rote, mindless repetition, skipping days, or doing it from a state of sheer desperation and lack. That's not going to cut it. Effective practice requires emotional embodiment. You must hold your focus for at least 17 seconds, really feeling the emotion as if your desire is already yours right now. Most importantly, you must completely detach from how the universe will deliver it. Your job is the internal rewiring. The external delivery? That's the universe's job.
And finally, Module 5, How to Live in 5D Consciousness. We have arrived at our final module. We've talked a lot about acquiring things, but the ultimate goal of these practices goes far, far beyond just manifesting a new car or a job. It's really about sustaining a higher state of being. So, how do you maintain this high-frequency 5D state when you are inevitably surrounded by the chaos of our everyday 3D world? The sources offer some highly actionable steps here. Practice conscious silence daily to tune out the external noise and tune into your inner voice. Maintain emotional coherence by acting from authenticity, not fear. Try to observe your thoughts without judgment. Reconnect with nature to restore your energetic harmony. Ultimately, it's about integrating the spiritual into the mundane, letting this expanded consciousness guide your everyday actions and reactions. Well, that brings our masterclass to a close. We've journeyed all the way from Tesla's foundational frequencies to the literal neural rewiring of your own brain. You now understand the actual mechanics of the energy that surrounds and makes up your entire life. So I want to leave you with this final, absolutely vital question. How will you use your newfound 5D awareness to shape your 3D reality today? The tools are right there in your hands. Class dismissed, but your real work starts right now.